Welcome back, everybody. It is time for the losers match of Group B. It is going to be a ZVZ. In fact, we have two ZVZs remaining for today, regardless of what happens. So, the upcoming match will be Zaraki versus Michael, and the winner of that will advance to the final match to play against Modesty.
That's a pretty stacked losers match. It absolutely
It
is.
is.
Saraki versus Michael. I think Modesty, the one awaiting the slightly better loser, will be pretty much quaking in his boots right now, waiting to see which player comes at him. It could be either of these guys, and both possibly equally scary. But yeah, this can be kind of curious because both these guys are really, really good. I think they'll both be feeling a bit hard done by to find themselves against one another in the losers match. And I really can't quite call the difference between the two of them, especially in Zerg v Zerg.
Well, I mean, Michael, he had to have been messing around a little bit against Andre, right? So I would say it's at least a little bit his fault that he's here in the losers bracket. I don't know if it's just overconfidence, or it could actually just be that he feels like because he's out of shape, he's not going to perform that great anyway. So maybe he just wants to go out with a bang, you know, and show us some.
Let's go through with the bang, isn't it? Really?
Well, I guess so, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I want to show good games. Cheer for me.
Now, Zaraki's definitely very good, but if I'm Modesty, I would much rather face Zaraki than Michael, so I'd definitely be cheering for Zaraki here.
Yeah.
And he's already beaten Zaraki once in the group, so if Zaraki does advance, then it'll be a rematch from game number 1. On the other hand, Michael now has one or potentially two chances to Sunken Rush, which you didn't want to see.
I did indeed want to see that. And come on, Michael, this is the perfect opportunity. The creep's right there. They made it for you. What more do you want?
Yeah, you don't even have to proxy hatch. The hatch is already there.
It's so easy. We're subliminal messaging through time and space right now.
Well, in that case, let's find out if he proxy hatches going into the losers match. And here we go at the 12 o'clock position as the blue Zerg. We have Cheese King, aka Michael. At the bottom left, as the peach Zerg, we have Sass Zaraki.
Peach Zerg, indeed we do. And the spawn distance, I'm going to say, is... Would you say this is quite a close map, spawn distance? It looks pretty close to me.
I don't know.
That's kind of interesting as well, the scouting.
Yeah.
Just looking at them. Yeah,
they're actually scouting in, well, technically opposite directions, even though they're going towards each other, because of course this is a rotationally symmetric map. So I believe Zaraki is the one who's scouting weirdly, because you're supposed to go towards a closer natural. He's going further away, which means I'm gonna guess he wants the 12 hatch.
Okay, I'll stick with that.
But the problem is he's gonna see the Overlord, so he probably won't.
Yeah, probably not. I love it when the Overlord sight path just perfectly meets up with that. I think it's great.
It's pretty cool. Oh, here we go. Are they gonna touch? Oh.
Ooh. He totally blanked him on the way past. He's like, we're gonna shake hands, and then he did the taking the hand away at the last second.
Yeah, it's pretty BM. It's BM Zaraki.
It's pretty BM.
Look at they're friendly though. They're friendly. And we're gonna have. It is gonna be a 12 hatch.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I predicted a Zerg build. Elegant. Right down the date.
Yeah, no, I'm deeply impressed. And we have also a 12 hatch in base going on here from Michael as well. So maybe a slightly underconfident play here from him.
Yeah, this is almost exactly what he doesn't want. Going 12 hatch in base against a 12 hatch at the natural, because he has effectively no advantage whatsoever against
a defensive advantage, which means nothing.
Exactly. So, everything else is the same except Zaraki's going to have more gas. So this is actually really nice. situation for Zaraki. I'm wondering what Michael's going to do now. And Zaraki, not only is he in the good position, but he's going to see it very quickly as well. He's going to immediately see the second hatch on the base, going to know that his 12 hatch is perfectly safe. So, yeah, you can just make some drones.
Yep, he can indeed, and this is going to work out fairly nicely.
Michael's going to expand, though, because he's a baller.
Are you kidding me?
He's doing the buy great build. He's doing the buy great.
Crazy.
That is what he's doing. Michael, I love you.
You hear that,
Michael
I do hope he's watching.
has just gone 3 hatcheries opening in ZVZ, something you basically never ever see. And I say it's the buy great build because he used this in that infamous OSL that was an all Zerg round of 4.
Yeah,
and
he tried to make it interesting, didn't
it was
he?
actually an awesome build. I think he lost with it.
He did,
but it was awesome.
Not hugely. It worked because it pushed it to the late stage of the game, which is exactly what the build was kind of designed to do. He did eventually lose, but even so, it worked. He was just kind of bested by his opponents in the later stages, which is kind of weird. But it's definitely a legit build. And the thing about this is, oh, that's interesting. Zaraki making a third hatchery also.
What?
In direct response.
Oh my god. Dude, we could actually just see a Hive level ZVZ here because they both have perfect scouting of each other. They've both opened economy builds. They're basically playing chicken with how many drones and hatcheries they'll make. Look, they're just making drones. Nobody's like, oh, Zaraki's made a few Zerglings. Michael's made very few Zerglings. This looks like a game of chicken here. And it's awesome because this is the exact opening we need to see Hive level ZVZ.
Yeah. And I would very, very much like to see that. I thought I wanted a Sunken Rush, but now I don't anymore. I want Hive. That's what I want to see. But we have a little bit of a hairy situation for Michael. He's not really investing very heavily in Zerglings, whereas meanwhile Zaraki has quite a few speedlings coming towards him. There is one creep colony making at the front of his natural expansion, but that's definitely not going to be enough against this number of Zerglings. He has slowlings against speedlings. The Sun colony is beginning now, and he's finding himself a little bit out of position. Zaraki has the superior position, and Michael is going to be forced to pull back to the bottom of his own ramp, and this is seriously bad as well. That Sunken colony is going to go down, of course. As soon as it hatches, it is going to be dead, and Michael is going to possibly lose this right here. No, it looks like he will just be able to hold on for a second, but nope. Zaraki coming in with more links is being able to completely catch Michael by surprise. This is a terrible state of affairs for the Cheese King. It looks like he's going to be in some serious trouble. Zaraki might take out Michael right here as soon as he appears in the tournament.
My Hive level game. Oh man, this is exactly how Michael lost to Zeke in the finals. He just only made drones and then he died.
This is really foolish. Really foolish.
Michael! Why?
It looks like Zaraki's all over it. Zaraki has a superior link count. He is microing fairly effectively. A little bit of a mistake there, losing a few links. But nonetheless, he's going to be able to take down the hatchery at the natural. And there's still no link speed in for Michael. He's doing his best to micro, but it's so hard. Oh, and gets caught in a terrible position as well at the top of his own ramp. This is just definitely going to only end one way at this point.
Michael, please. Please, no. Zaraki, please. Stop. You're killing me. My dreams are being crushed.
I thought Zaraki was your friend. I thought you were all about Zaraki.
Oh man, Zaraki's not my friend anymore.
he destroyed your hopes and dreams.
This is
terrible.
This is horrible.
This is really bad to watch.
This was our Hive level game. Why? Why did this happen?
Yeah, it looks like Michael's just about holding on for now, and finally his link speed kicks in. Zaraki is not exactly won yet, but this is incredibly grim for Michael. He's somehow holding on with the bare minimum number of links, but he's really unable to ever get in a decent position. He's just going to be under so much constant pressure. More links coming in from Zaraki. I can't help but feel that this is probably the final wave. That is just an overpowering number that's coming into Michael's main base right now. There's
GG! Michael, what have you done? What have you done? The second place finisher in TSL1 is now out in the round of 24 in TLS3. Man, look at this. 2 seeds, Michael and Skyline, both seeded in Season 1, now both out, round of 24. Boom!
That's nasty stuff. Just goes to show nobody's safe. The game is being raised each time. And it seems like other players just kind of become more kind of current. Michael just looked a little bit left behind there in these 2 games.
But dude, Michael out 0-2.
I
Who
can't
saw
believe
that
that.
coming?
I
Nobody.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
it's a little bit strange. But Zaraki called it. Zaraki made Lings. Michael didn't make defense, and Zaraki won. And what more is there really to say? It was pretty major misjudgment right there from Michael. Was his scouting information just not up to scratch? I feel like
He
that
had an
call
overlord at the natural. He had an overlord at the natural.
Yeah.
There's no reason for him not to see
You
those
could at
things coming out.
least have had a creep colony ready to make it.
I think the thing is that Zaraki hit at literally the perfect time, possibly because he had an overlord there too, where Michael was like about to get the sunken and is like, you know, if the sunken finished, he would have been okay, but
Yeah.
it's not good. It's not good.
Well, yeah, congratulations to Zaraki, who will move on to the final match of the group where he will face Modesty to duke it out for a spot in the next round.
It's a rematch from game number 1, which we'll bring you guys right after the break.